Hello, and welcome back to Arsenal Stage News, your trusted daily hub for everything Gunners, bringing you the latest updates, breaking stories, and inside scoops from both Emirates Stadium and beyond. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the family, and never miss a moment of Arsenal's journey. Now, let's dive straight into today's major stories, because we have a lot to unpack. We begin with Fabrizio Romano's latest bombshell update concerning William Saliba's contract situation at Arsenal. The French centre-back, who has quickly developed into one of the finest defenders in world football, is now firmly on the radar of Real Madrid. Reports suggest that the Spanish giants see Saliba as nothing short of the Bellingham of defenders, a once-in-a-generation talent capable of anchoring their backline for the next decade. At just 23 years old, Saliba has established himself as a rock in Mikel Arteta's system, forming a formidable partnership with Gabriel Magalhaes that has been the backbone of Arsenal's title-contending sides in recent seasons. Even when Saliba was sidelined through injury, the Gunners still managed to find balance with the likes of new signing Christian Mosquera stepping up, but the difference with Saliba on the pitch is undeniable. Although Saliba's current contract runs until 2027, Arsenal are eager to move swiftly and secure his long-term future with fresh terms. According to Romano, negotiations are advancing positively, and Arsenal have already tabled what he describes as an important proposal to Saliba's camp in recent weeks. The club isn't only relying on financial incentives. Arteta and the Arsenal hierarchy are working hard to convince Saliba of his status as a leader, a cornerstone of what they view as a special and ambitious project designed to take Arsenal back to the very top of European football. His role stretches far beyond being just a player. He is being positioned as one of the leaders of this new era. However, Real Madrid's interest cannot be underestimated. The Spanish powerhouse continues to monitor Saliba closely, viewing him as the defensive equivalent of Jude Bellingham, young, elite, and destined to dominate the game at the highest level. For now, Madrid can only watch from the sidelines, with Arsenal holding the advantage in talks. But make no mistake, if negotiations stall, Madrid are ready to swoop. Romano's message is very clear. Either Saliba signs soon, or Los Blancos will intensify their pursuit. For Arsenal, tying down Saliba represents one of the most crucial objectives on their agenda, as losing him would not only be a sporting blow but also a psychological one. Moving on, Victor Gyökeres continues to win the hearts of Arsenal fans. After scoring in Arsenal's convincing 3-0 victory over Nottingham Forest, the Swedish striker made a bold three-word promise to the supporters: "Best is coming." Gyökeres has hit the ground running since arriving in North London this summer, already bagging 3 goals and showing why Arsenal invested heavily in his signature. His link-up play with fellow new arrival Eberechi has been particularly eye-catching, showcasing a level of chemistry that fans have been desperate to see in attack. Despite his impressive start, Gyökeres insists he hasn't yet hit top gear and is determined to deliver even more. His physical presence, sharp movement, and clinical finishing are adding a new dimension to Arsenal's forward line, transforming him into one of Arteta's most reliable attacking outlets. While Arsenal's win over Forest briefly lifted them to the top of the table before Liverpool snatched it back with a late penalty, the result was still crucial in restoring confidence after recent setbacks. With the Champions League campaign about to begin against Athletic Club, Arteta will be encouraged by Gyökeres' hunger and Ise's immediate impact. Both new signings seem ready to play key roles in what promises to be a demanding but exciting season across multiple competitions. Meanwhile, not all news is positive for Arsenal. Leandro Trossard is facing a tough moment in his career. At 29 years old, he finds himself slipping down both the Arsenal and Belgium pecking orders. Despite signing a new contract with the Gunners and rejecting late interest from Roma, Borussia Dortmund, and Fenerbahce, competition in Arsenal's attack is fiercer than ever, with Gabriel Martinelli, Ise, and Noni Madueke all ahead of him. Realistically, Trossard may feature in around 30 games this season, but many will be from the bench. For a player who thrives on rhythm and regular starts, this limited role could hurt his form even further. On the international stage, things are no easier. Reports suggest Belgium's selectors are beginning to favor younger talents like Jeremy Doku and Malik Fofana, who bring more pace and energy to the side. Unless Trossard can rediscover consistency quickly, his influence at both club and country level may begin to fade. Adding to Arsenal's injury concerns, Kai Havertz has undergone minor knee surgery following an issue picked up during his substitute appearance at Old Trafford. Arteta confirmed that Havertz will be sidelined for weeks, though the hope is that it won't stretch into months. This is yet another setback for the German, who struggled with fitness throughout last season. On the brighter side, Martin Odegaard has returned from a shoulder injury and featured for Norway during the international break, while Ben White continues to carefully rebuild fitness after his own knee surgery. Arsenal's depth will be tested in the weeks ahead, especially as the team faces a demanding fixture schedule across the Premier League and Europe. On the transfer front, Arsenal's summer dealings continue to generate headlines. Leandro Trossard stayed despite serious interest, while Albert Sambi Lokonga departed for a modest fee reported to be around £260,000 plus add-ons. The move reflects Arsenal's strategy to trim the wage bill and balance their finances in line with profitability and sustainability rules, also known as PSR. At the same time, the club invested heavily this summer, close to £260 million, bringing in Gyökeres, Kepa Arrizabalaga, Martin Zubimendi, Noni Madueke, Christian Mosquera, and Piero Hincapié. It's a clear statement of intent. Arsenal are building a squad capable of challenging for the Premier League title and making a deep run in Europe. Off the pitch, there is also an unusual development concerning Gyökeres. Reports from Sweden confirm he will be a witness in a defamation trial involving his agent, who is suing local media outlets over accusations of organized crime ties. Gyökeres is not accused of any wrongdoing, but the case has raised questions about whether he may need to appear in court during the season, potentially missing key Arsenal fixtures. While this situation is unlikely to derail his form, it adds another layer of complexity to an already intense campaign. As things stand, Arsenal remain in the thick of the title race, balancing domestic and European ambitions with contract